Good morning and welcome to the Addison Ice Arena here in Addison, Illinois for today's Nye Hill Game of the Week. We got a double header for you here today as the Flames are in action twice. Game number one is the 10U taking on the Northbrook Bluehawks. Game two will feature the 12Us and the Northwest Chargers. Good morning, everybody, and welcome. My name is Aaron Schellen alongside my partner this morning, Mike Napolitano. We got a couple of Nye Hill games for you here in the early going. The Flames and the Bluehawks both playing their first game of the season. And we're in the very, very beginning of our seeding rounds. So these two teams getting things started today. It does look like both teams had scheduled games yesterday, but we don't have the results for those games. I'll see if I can pull them up here as we get started. But yeah, we got a couple of early season seeding games. Mike, this is your first opportunity to see the 10Us in action this season.
Yeah, very excited. We did a couple of games last week. Happy to be back the very next week and to bring a little bit more hockey to the viewers. And excited we're here in Addison. It's a nice rink. I've played here a couple of times. A little on the cold side, a little chilly.
It's chilly. Yeah, it's chilly.
I'm sure these guys are warmed up on a Sunday morning and ready to go.
It's chilly, but you know what? We're fine. We've done much worse. So I'm just kind of pulling up, seeing if I can pull up the seeding round scores here. Nothing yet. Is this it here? I think I got it. There's like 15 different standings on the Nye Hill page. So I think that's it. So it looks like
that looks about right.
Yeah, it looks like Northbrook played to a 3-3 tie yesterday against the Stallions, while the Flames were a 4-2 winner yesterday over the Vipers. There we go. We're all caught up. So the Flames beat the Vipers 4-2, and Northbrook and the Stallions tied 3-3. So the Flames 1-0 in the seeding round, while Northbrook is 0-0-1, and we're about ready to get going here. The Northern Illinois Hockey League is the largest youth hockey league in Illinois and one of the largest in the country. It is made up of over 50 travel hockey organizations. Almost all the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, Michigan, and Wisconsin. This is the 54th season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The Nye Hill member organizations field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the Squirt, Pee Wee, Bantam, Midget, and Midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all girls hockey divisions each season. Nye Hill will partner with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold the league's Nye Hill Blackhawks tournament at the conclusion of this season. For more information about Nye Hill and its programs, please contact Bob Apter, the Nye Hill president, or visit the website at nyehill.info. And we are ready to go. Let's do some hockey. And Northbrook will take possession of the puck here in the early going. Cleared out to center ice, and I don't think that one's going to have the legs. This is Lucas Lim behind his own net. 11-minute periods here in the 10Us. Pass up ahead to center ice, underneath the stick of Bennett Fetterman, who would have been in all alone. First run on the puck is Chelsea Donish. Chelsea loses the puck in the corner. Down low behind the net, Northbrook with it. Walking out, top of the far faceoff dot. Little spinorama there by Adam Sklar. Puts it towards the net, blocked aside. And the Flames will skate out with it. That's Donish again. She gets it into the Northbrook zone, and the Bluehawks are able to clear it out to into the neutral zone. This is Cormac O'Brien. Nice move by O'Brien to get himself some space. He's in the neutral zone now. Walks across the red line. Takes it wide, across the blue line, tipped away by June Park. Behind the net. Battling for it. Over into the far corner. Up along the boards and out to the blue line. And here comes Northbrook with some speed. And offsides called as Park in a little ahead of the play, gets ahead of Ranger Enitzberger, who had some speed coming through center ice there, Mike.
Yeah, just a little extra move of the line, kind of just put them off sides. But they're moving the puck well in these early stages here and getting some chances down low. Look to see more from that top line and from this team. Short bench for them, though. Might be tough going down the stretch.
Yeah, not a lot of players on either side, but yeah, it's a very short Northbrook. All right, so we are good to go.
We've got a couple of taped-on numbers here as the numbering is going to change for some of these players here.
Yeah, we see this a lot during the seeding rounds where some of the teams may not have their official jerseys yet, so here's the first shot in, and the nice save made by Dom Marinat. Another shot. Marinat makes the diving save to his right. Nice save. A couple of nice saves there by Dom in that net, the second one. But here comes a breakout. Here's Adam Sklar with some space, and 5 white jerseys converge on him.
He is still down in the corner trying to recover. He had a lot of speed and was trying to puck protect there and just not enough to get around the defense and cut towards the middle of the ice.
As Peter Ramos whiffs on that pass/shot attempt. Behind the net now. Wraparound attempt on the backhand, put towards the net. The shot, the save. And Marinac makes a couple of really nice saves here to keep this a scoreless game. Put out to center ice. Sklar again tried that self-pass off the boards. But as I was saying, yeah, you see numbers will change here in the seeding rounds as they're still unsure who's going to make the team, and so they don't have their official jerseys. Down the near side, another shot, another save by Marinac, this time from off the stick of Britt Alvers. So the Flames coming out pretty strong here in the first handful of minutes.
Yeah, Flames have had a couple of really good chances. It seems like their play is to try to get the goalie moving laterally. So a couple of those wraparound chances that you mentioned just kind of squeaked out into the middle then. And then if you have a guy in the deep slot, you could maybe get a second chance, second opportunity. One of those might go their way very soon.
Yep, Dom Marinac, 4 really nice saves here in the early going. Down at the other end, Massimo Narduli in goal for the Flames. Hasn't been tested as of yet. Dig his helmet, though. He's got a little red and white scheme going on down there to our right.
Yeah.
Offsides whistled down. We're just underway. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here in the first period. Appreciate you joining us here on Stream Sports Midwest. Aaron Schellen, my partner Mike Napolitano. And if you're joining us for breakfast with Nihil, hope you've got your bagel with some cream cheese and coffee, and hope you're sitting down in a nice comfortable chair in a nice warm living room.
Yeah, a little bit warmer than our current state.
Yes, we are not uber
honestly,
warm.
Can't complain too much.
No, not at all. Let us know where you're watching from. Go ahead and drop some locations in the chat. We'd love to see where our viewers are checking in from. Here's Park now. Tries the backhand, knocked away.
Good stick check from him, and actually created an opportunity for himself, but kind of had nobody in the corner to help him out.
Yeah, it feels like there are 7 white jerseys out there right now against 5 blue jerseys as the Flames are sort of all over the place. Kept in at the point by Park. He loses an edge. It's Noah Dummitz down there. Collision. Face-off dot, the shot in, and the save made by Narduli off the stick of Christian Daniels, number 9, to the first opportunity here for Northbrook inside that far face-off dot. Save made by Narduli. Still nothing.
That one came up high on Narduli, and as you mentioned, he's got that really nice helmet set up. It looks like an Italian flag, and he's got the tape on the stick to match, so that's very cool.
Yeah, we talked about this last week. Goalies are a unique breed. Yeah. And Eric and I have now been doing this for a handful of years, my partner Eric Willowhite and I, and we've got a thing for these young goalies. They're always characters, and you can tell, you can see. I didn't see the green on the left side when he was turned around, so yeah, definitely rocking that Italian flag. man after your own heart.
Exactly. We'll see that a little bit more next period when he's on the other side. We'll get the green.
Shot in, and he makes the stick save as Sklar shuffles it towards the net. Sklar down low again. Tries the centering feed, knocked into the corner by Travis Zajac. Here's Zajac with the puck again, tries to play it out, looking for McNally. It eludes McNally. Down low now, Zajac will be the first one on it below the red line. Flip pass, backhanded towards the goal and sticked away. Shot in, another shot in, and another save made by Dom Marinac. So Flames have been putting the pressure on here in the first 5.5.
Once again, getting that goaltender to move laterally. This time they didn't use behind the net. They just went across the slot because it was open. But there was a sauce involved over there, too. And
yeah, I saw that.
I know we were just talking Italian, and I am. It's making me hungry now.
There's a nice little feed there across the slot area.
I will say it's the only time I call it sauce. Otherwise, it's known as gravy.
Yes. Flames keep it in at the point. Blue Hawks walk out with it. Sticked away by Griffin Gazda. Gazda turns around, centering feed on the backhand. Kicked away. That was McNally again with an opportunity, and here comes Sklar once again. Now, you talked about that short Northbrook bench. Only 4 skaters over there on the bench. Only 5 for the Flames, so neither team have big rosters. Daniels walks in, and it's sticked away. Good defense by Chelsea Donish down there to deflect that pass, deflect that shot wide of that far post. So that was looking like a golden opportunity for Northbrook.
Yeah, just a last-minute stick check there. Sends the puck into the corner rather than right on net from the slot. Huge defensive play. Shot
in from a bad angle and cleared out in between the face-off dots. And back to the point, kept in nicely by Park. Park takes it down low, deflected behind the net. That's Sebastian Narduli up and around the near boards. Kept in at the point by Park. Park has it, puts the shot towards the net, hits a leg in front. That's dangerous from that angle. Hit a shin pad and almost deflected towards the goal.
Even got Narduli down a little bit off balance. Sometimes one of those change-up shots can really fool a goaltender.
Here comes Park on the backhand. Park tries the pass, and he whiffs on it a little bit, and it finds its way into Narduli. That was almost a 3-on-0 break-in, but the pass just off the stick. So we're under 4 minutes here in period number 1. Still no score. Happy you could join us.
We mentioned Narduli's set up in net, but as you mentioned, Narduli's brother out there as well. Not as quite as flashy. He's not a goaltender. Doesn't get to kind of show off as much.
Right. He doesn't get to stylize his dome.
Yeah.
What would you have on your goalie helmet if you were a goalie? What would you put on it?
That's a tough one. I've never given much thought because I'm not a goaltender.
Couple of shots in. Narduli makes a couple of saves. I always liked. I'm pretty basic. I always liked painting like the brick wall on your mask. I always thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a mental thing. You got to imagine yourself as a brick wall.
Right. Yeah, I always liked that. But I love some of the stuff that you see on some of these pro goalies helmets and the tributes that they make and things like that. I think it's pretty neat. But I would go with the brick wall. I think.
I'd have to really think about this. I mean, there's a couple of things that are probably near and dear to my heart that I'd put on there.
Here comes a 2-0 breakaway. The puck is given away to Alvers. Alvers walks in, shot. The save made by Marinac. And Olivia Mell and Britt Alvers walked in 2-0, and Mell just sort of said, "Here, you take it." and Alvers walked right in, and Marinac made another great save.
Really nice save on the Northbrook end of things. That puck kind of bounced out, but the referee had lost sight, and the whistle went early.
Yeah, there was a loose puck, but official did what the official does, and they lose track of the puck, and they blow the whistle as they should. And it looks like we've got a young official down here to our left, an official in training, if you will, which you'll see a lot here especially for some of these 10U games. You've got a more experienced official with a young man learning to be an official. So there's actually 3 zebras out on the ice.
The other linesman on the far side was talking to us before the game, And
we made him nervous.
Saying he was a little nervous that we were out here doing the game of the week.
Here comes Travis Zajac walking in with some speed. Zajac's shot whistles wide and bangs the stick on the ice. Had a lot of speed and a lot behind that shot. Mel puts it towards the net, deflects into the corner. This is Cormac O'Brien. Backhanded towards the face-off dot. There's Daniels. Daniels tries to get it out and can't. Kept in by the Flames, and on the second and third attempt, Northbrook's able to walk it out to center ice. We're under 2 here in the first period, still no score. Peter Ramos leaves it for O'Brien. O'Brien tries to stick handle, it squirts into space. Mel with the pass again. I'd like to see Olivia maybe be a little more selfish with the puck there. She had a lot of space down this near side, but chose to pass it instead.
Yeah, White trying to figure out their setup here, running into each other.
Alvers walks in, the shot deflects wide. She gets the rebound, it's sticked away, and nice job keeping his stick on the ice there by Marinak, and it's what you're taught as a goalie, right? Keep that stick right on the ice to keep those sliding pucks out, and Marinak has done a fantastic job here in the first period. 1 minute left in period number 1, still no score. Game 1 of 2 here on the Nihil Game of the Week. Breakfast with Nihil is what we call this, Mike.
Yeah, exactly.
Anytime we have these early morning weekend games, it's breakfast with Nihil. So this is our first of hopefully many breakfast with Nihils this season. Year number 3 for Stream Sports Midwest with the Northern Illinois Hockey League, and couldn't be happier to be bringing you some youth hockey on this Sunday morning. High slot cleared out to center ice, and here comes another opportunity for the Flames. Pass from, that was Gazda, deflects over by the blue line, and it's banged out to center ice by Northbrook. Giving chase is Gazda, Griffin Gazda. Passes it up to Sophia Cortez. Northbrook backhand shot by Park goes wide. Little aerial feed up in the high slot, and it's not kept in. Lynn does a nice job to avoid being caught kind of in no man's land. Here comes Gazda again. Gazda walks across the blue line, and just that little lateral movement left to right put Noah Dummitz offsides.
A couple of nice chances there for Northbrook as they were in the Flames' end, but nothing to show for it. A beautiful centering pass and a really nice keep.
And that will do it here for period number 1. No score, and pace of play, I would say, controlled by the Flames here in the first period, but nothing doing on the scoreboard. Chicago Blackhawks are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawks fans, be sure to catch these upcoming games. Preseason hockey is here, folks. Thursday, September 28th, the Blackhawks and the Blues will play at the UC at 7:30 p.m. And then Saturday the 30th, Chicago goes to Minnesota to take on the Wild. Don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action. The Chicago Blackhawks want to remind you that the Chicago Blackhawks intermission and Junior Hawks pregame skates are now available for select dates this season. Contact Ben Ostler at 312-455-7096 to register your teams today. So, Mike, what'd you think of that first period?
That was a lot of action back and forth. As we mentioned, both teams having short benches, and they really were able to keep up pace with one another, which was great. I saw a lot of good things from this Flames team trying to center that puck. They just need one more person in the slot there to kind of finish off some of those chances. On Northbrook's end, they had a couple of nice breakaway chances. I'd like to see them get a little bit more team game in the offensive zone, maybe set up a couple plays and get similar chances themselves.
We've seen some good action on both sides. Flames carrying the pace of play in period number 1. We'll see what happens here in period number 2 as the teams switch sides. The Flames now left to right, while Northbrook going right to left.
We'll get that green side of Narduli's
Yeah,
mask.
that's right.
this
We'll see.
period.
Yeah, we'll see the green side.
I did want to give a shout out to the Northbrook uniforms. Very nice. They have kind of a Blackhawks pattern, but a New York Rangers color scheme.
Yeah, one of the things Eric and I are a huge fan of, and we'll talk about it in most of our broadcasts, is the different jerseys that we see over the course of the season. Very impressive, and a lot of them. I mean, you talked about the Rangers here. You know, a lot of these jerseys will mirror that of pro teams. The shot in, and Marinac keeping that stick on the ice. Otherwise, that one would have wound up in the back of the net.
Almost reminiscent of the Miracle team, the 1980s U.S.
Yeah, that's a good point. It looks very similar to that. Yeah. Lim walks out to center ice with it. 1-on-4 though. Played back. That's Zajac. Backhands it forward. Kept in at the blue line by the Blue Hawks. Flames just able to turn around and chuck it down the length of the ice, but will come all the way in on Marinac. That is a shot on goal, and he's just going to sit there and wait. And he finally covers up.
That initial shot on that last rush from Northbrook found its way to the front, and thank goodness goaltending was aware and had the stick on the ice. Because otherwise that could spell some bad news.
You talk about, at this level, a lot of it is just the basics of positioning and, where you're supposed to be on the ice. And we're seeing it from Dom Marinac today. So far this morning, he's done a fantastic job in net. This could easily be 2 or 3-0 Flames at this point.
Absolutely.
In the far corner, that was Addison Bredding up along the near boards, kept in at the point for the moment, and Northbrook able to kick it out with some speed. Now here comes Park. Park with an opportunity. He'll be the first one on the puck down low. Has it in the corner, throws it out into the slot. 3 blue jerseys down there, not able to get a shot in on goal. This is Mira Schoenberg. Walking up with it now and out to center ice. Cleared back in, and that should be an offsides, and it will be. Just underway here in period number 2, no score. So we'll have the 12Us for you starting at 11:30. My partner Mike Napolitano will have the call for you on that one. I'll be riding shotgun.
Should be a fun day, Sunday afternoon.
I love doing Sunday morning hockey. I'm up early anyway, so I may as well watch some hockey and still get home early enough to watch the majority of football. And I mean, you can't ask for a better Sunday.
Absolutely.
Northbrook has the puck. For the moment, taken away by the Flames, taken right back by Northbrook. That was Bennett Fetterman, 1-on-3. Park keeps it in. Breeding clears it down in deeper, and it does come out to center ice. And now with some speed is Noah Dummitz. Dummitz puts it towards the net, and a little bit of a tumbling muffin there into the glove of Marinac.
Yeah, he couldn't get a full shot on because the defender was on him, but really good puck protection, strong on his stick along the board side, and that's what allowed him to get into the zone right there and even muster a shot on goal. And he's won his team a face-off in the offensive end.
Yeah, you usually don't see that level of puck strength along the boards at this level, but you're right. He was able to maintain the puck with a defenseman sort of riding his back and was able to get that shot on goal. So face-off now to the right of Marinac. Centering feed, sitting in that far face-off dot. This is McNally. McNally, high slot area, loses control of it. And Northbrook able to feather it out to center ice. Giving chase is Zajac. And it's Berger. Knocks it into the zone, and that'll come down on Massimo Narduli. And we haven't had to call his name very much. We talked about his helmet. We haven't had to call his name very much, but when called upon, he's been solid.
Yeah, we have a really good goaltending matchup today. Both goaltenders standing strong, keeping their teams in this, and who will break the tie first?
Yeah, I love low scoring hockey games. They feel just more, I don't know, intense, a low scoring. Here's an opportunity now walking in, and the shot tried to wrong foot. Marinac goes wide of the near post behind the net.
A friendly fire collision there.
That's the other Narduli. That's Sebastian Narduli. Because of the friendly fire, was able to walk out from behind the net and get a shot on. Loses an edge there. Over on the far half boards, 5 skaters, 3 blue, 2 white. Over on that far side, they're digging at it, and they're able to dig the puck out. And here comes Narduli behind the net.
Getting a little physical along these boards here. They're starting to feel the pressure and the tension in this scoreless game.
Backhanded towards the goal, Narduli. Puck just sitting there in between the dots, and out with it comes Northbrook now. Here comes Lim. Lim tries to feed it forward to Sklar, but Sklar just in ahead of the play for an offside. So we're almost halfway through this hockey game already with no score. Face-off will come in the neutral zone.
Sklar, I think, just kind of lost awareness of where he was on the ice, just walked in right before his teammate. Easy call for the referees to make and the linesman.
Center ice. That's Miro Pedchenko, number 56 for Northbrook. Gets underneath him. Pinballs around center ice. Sklar tries to walk through 3 white jerseys. It can't. It squirts out to the far side, and Sklar tries to get onside. He does. Battle right in front of the Northbrook bench. 8 skaters over there trying to play the puck out. Finally makes its way out to Zajac, who takes control of it. Tries to walk through Lim. Does on the second attempt. Walks across the blue line, comes through, walking in, the shot. What a glove save by Marinac off the stick of Travis Zajac. Highlight reel, flash in the leather.
I mean, both sides of that play. Zajac, the ability to lose the puck at center, stop on a dime, turn around and get that back, and then create a breakaway chance for himself. But then a high-rising shot as well, and that is saved by Marinac.
You flash that leather a little bit when you make it a little bit of flair, right?
Yeah,
when you make
absolutely.
that glove save.
I was looking for the windmill after that one.
That's right. That was quite a save. That was the save of the game so far.
We said it before the broadcast, but how many times do you think Travis Zajac gets probably compared to the former NHL player of the same name, you know?
I don't know. Northbrook coming through now. They're trying to generate some offense of their own as we are exactly halfway through this one. No score. Northbrook has it in the offensive zone, played back to the point, tipped away. Nice job by Park. And nice Park. I saw Park look up to see where his line mates were. He waited for them to clear. Here's an opportunity for Sklar, and it was nicely done by Jun Park, who kept his head up, saw his teammates, waited for his teammates to clear the blue line, and then walked forward with it. And that's led to this offensive zone pressure here for the Blue Hawks. Taken
Park,
away.
realizing that his team has been called for offsides a couple of times, probably wanted to avoid that and keep the rush going.
Here comes a 2-0 the other direction. Walk in, shot, another save made by Marinac. So he has been the star of the game so far. That shot whistles wide. It was Britt Alvers who walked in and had that last opportunity. Puck is cleared out to center ice, giving chase is Olivia Savarese, number 12. Olivia on the backhand, and it squirts out to center ice. And this time, Northbrook whistled down for offsides as Mara Schoenberg not able to clear the zone.
Let's go back to that conversation we were having earlier about the referee being a little nervous. We said if we're talking about him, it's a problem. But honestly, we've talked about them a couple of times, and they've made some really good calls here in this game.
Yeah, I mean, usually, it's what's the saying? If you don't know the referee's name, then he's doing a good job.
That's true too.
It's so far, yeah. I mean, the calls that they've made have been, it's been a clean game. We haven't seen anything worthy of a penalty. It's been basically offsides. Here comes Lim, and good defense there by the Flames walking in. That was number 26, Griffin Gazda, getting in that shooting lane. Flames now pass just eludes Noah Dummets. Dummets trying to catch that one, but that'll gain the red line, and that'll be an icing. So yeah, the calls they've made have been fair. They've been pretty obvious. So no complaints on the officiating. We haven't even heard it from either fan base. The Blue Hawks down to our left, the Flames fans to our right. They've all been pretty content with the officiating.
Parents are still waking up.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think
so.
A
little bit of that, but also, like you said, no issues with the officiating.
To be, I mean, the life of a travel hockey parent is one of early mornings and a heck of a lot of coffee. So they're 8 a.m. on a Sunday is probably nothing. It probably feels like they get to sleep in. Here comes Northbrook now in center ice. Here comes Dummets again. Dummets walking in. Shot, another save made by Marinac, and that net came off its moorings just a smidge. But Marinac made another save, and I mean, you talk about putting that brick wall on your mask. I think that would be fair for Dom down to our right here this morning.
Yeah. Maybe he went with the all-solid black look because shooters don't get to see anything.
Yeah, he's a black hole in there in net.
Exactly.
Yeah, nothing gets past him. Kept in at the point by Savarese. Tries to clear it in deep and can't. And there's a collision. Big hit, no whistle there. Could have seen the arm go up for a body check there, but nothing doing as Bennett Fetterman hops back up, gets himself back into the play. Up along the near boards, kept in there.
Fetterman was muscled on the boards again and then kind of give a stick whack. No call from the referee, though, was kind of behind the play on that one.
He's getting tired of getting banged into. I can't blame him.
Yeah.
Back at the point, that's Austin McNally keeping it. Or excuse me, that's 81. That's Chelsea Donish. Donish keeping it in at the point a couple of times nicely. This is Sebastian Narduli. Turns around and slings it towards the net. Behind the goal, and the Blue Hawks will skate out with it. Up ahead to Sklar. Pass eludes him, and giving chase for it will be Savarese. She'll get there with about 2:13 left to go here in the second period.
Savarese doing everything for this Flames team. Laid that big hit, and now playing defense.
Another collision in the high slot area. Someone loses some lumber. Walking out with it now are the Flames. It's Cormac O'Brien at center ice. Walking forward now. Here come the Flames walking in all alone, and a little bit of a miss hit on that shot by Chelsea Donish, but she walked in all alone on Marinac, and Marinac made another save.
Puck just kind of got a little away from Donish, and she kind of whiffs on the final attempt, but a couple of breakaway chances for the Flames here, a couple of 2-on-0s even, but still not able to get anything. We talked about wanting to see a little bit more teamwork from Northbrook after that last period. Now I kind of want to see a little bit more from the Flames here as they've had a couple of odd man rushes.
Try to get that goalie moving like you talked about in the first period. Puck down low. Northbrook with it. Two to a side below the red line trying to play the puck, and the Blue Hawks walk it out dangerously in front of the net. And another collision, Sklar knocked down, and that should be offsides. It will. It could be of the intentional variety, but I don't think they're going to call it that way.
As you said, getting a little physical up the middle in the slot
chippy.
there is a dangerous pass. Got a couple of fans upset about maybe a no call there. We'll see how this progresses going forward.
Yeah, play has definitely turned a little more physical here in the second period. Still pretty clean. Still pretty clean action here between the Flames and the Northbrook Blue Hawks. Game 1 of 2 here from the Addison Ice Arena. We're down to the final minute of play here in the second period. Here's Travis Zajac. Behind his net. Flips it forward. Walking out with it now. Here going in offsides is Peter Ramos, and you could just see that they're still playing, but whistle has been blown.
Well, the official was looking at that the whole way down Once again, Ramos just not able to realize where he is on the ice. Got a little too ahead of himself there, and ahead of the play.
Yeah, Britt Alvers coming down on that far side, and Ramos just, you could see Ramos, he was looking backwards, and when you're looking backwards like that, you have to know, especially if you're closing in on that blue line, that if I'm looking backwards and the puck skater's behind me, you got to know where you are on the ice and maybe hold up right at that blue line. But that was another chance for an odd man rush as we're down to 40 seconds. With some space now is Park. Park walks across the blue line. Park top of the dot, cuts into the middle on the backhand, and ooh, dangerous. That backhand hit a stick and started going the other direction, and Massimo Narduli was able to react and glove it.
We talked about those change-ups that could sometimes fool a goaltender, and then you mentioned just there, skater moving one way and puck going the other way. The goaltender there was following the puck, or following the skater, sorry. And sometimes that could be dangerous moving left to right.
Got to keep your eye on that little piece of black rubber.
Yeah.
That does come out, and giving chase now is Dummets. Noah Dummets walking towards the goal, passes, the shot is deflected. Dummets has it behind the net now, throws it into the high slot area, and no shot on, and down to 7 seconds passed forward up ahead to Schoenberg. Schoenberg and Sklar not able to connect, and Sklar goes hard into the boards as the period ends, and we are at the end of the second period, and with a player down on the ice, coaching staff for the Flames will tend to Sklar, who bounces back up. He looks to be okay. Tough little kid. He's gone down a couple of times here in this one. So the Nihil teams are just starting their seasons. Most youth divisions, say that 3 times fast, are playing their seeding round games. Most girls divisions are already playing their regular season games. Each team is working to collect the points that will help them earn a place in the league's end of season tournament. Keep your eye on the nihil.info website and the Nihil Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for upcoming broadcasts of future Nihil games. Tune in on the Stream Sports Midwest YouTube channel. My hope, we're still waiting for some confirmation, but my hope is we will have Friday, Saturday, Sunday hockey for you next week. We'll see how that goes. That's the hope. That's the plan. We will see. But keep an eye on the Nihil social media pages for that information. So we're scoreless through 2, but if not for Dom Marinak, this could easily be 4-0, 5-0, 6-0 for the Flames.
Yeah. You talk about Flames trying to move the goaltender laterally. Well, that approach kind of changed in the second period where they were trying to move northwest hockey. And what we mean by that is, just rushing into the zone and then rushing right back out rather than getting set up. And in that case, you maybe don't want the goalie to move laterally. You want to have somebody backdoor that can receive a pass on a quick 2-on-0 rush, which they've had a few of. And just not able to get any kind of passes across. Some really good sticks in the slot to shut down that opportunity, and really nice defense on both ends to keep this scoreless.
And we'll see here in that third period if that short bench for Northbrook causes any lingering issues. Only 11-minute periods, so they're not playing 2.5 hours of hockey, but
right.
It's a short bench, and you're in the third period, so fatigue is going to start to kick in. It will kick in now, especially considering both of these teams played yesterday as well. So we'll see if that rears its head here in the third. Play right in front of us. Banged up off the boards. That's Fetterman looking for Sklar. Up into the neutral zone. Turned around and scaled back in by Northbrook. That's Savarese dangerously in the slots, and almost a great opportunity for Northbrook.
You mentioned these two teams playing yesterday. 2 games in 2 days, a little rough. Fatigue is going to set in.
Anitzberger plays it forward to Fetterman. Fetterman walks in. Fetterman shot, save, rebound, score! Bennett Fetterman taps home the rebound, and we talked about how the Flames have dominated this game. It only takes one mistake. We saw it there, and Bennett Fetterman gets the shot. The rebound finds his stick, and he buries it.
Really good individual work by him. keeping that puck in front of him and then getting his own rebound there just to be able to tap home after the goaltender was down. Julie probably wants that one back. But I was just about to say, you know, fatigue is going to set in for both of these sides. What I'm really looking for is if there's mental fatigue, because when mistakes start to happen, that's when opportunities are going to open for the other side.
Especially with younger kids, but here walking right in, the shot by Gazda goes wide, and especially kids at a younger age, right? They are frustrated easily. Gazda with another shot, a beautiful save by Marinak. Wow, this kid is something special in net for this Blue Hawks team. And here's Flames retake possession. Gazda walks across the blue line. Gazda stops on a dime, skates around, shot, another save by Marinak. High slot, Blue Hawks try to get it out. They can't, kept in at the point. Little nutmeg there by Zajac. Zajac tries the self-pass, flipped up off the half boards and out to center ice. Giving chase is Schoenberg.
Defense is going to back check on this one.
Yep, good defense again. That's Griffin Gazda. Sebastian Narduli breaking out 2-on-1 with McNally. It's taken away, and that'll be whistled down for an offside. So we talk about mental fatigue. You know, kids at this age tend to get frustrated easily, right, when things don't go their way. So, you know, it's as much about technique and learning where you're supposed to be on the ice, as well as dealing with adversity. The Flames, this is a great opportunity for the Flames. They've really been dominating the pace of play and the possession in this game, yet you look up at the scoreboard with 8.5 minutes left and you're losing. So it really kind of teaches you, how to deal with adversity at a young age.
Yeah, Miera Schoenberg, a little offsides there, and as you said, learning where to be. She kind of slid back into the blue line. I think she was safe, but offside still went.
Face off in the neutral zone outside of the Northbrook zone. Flames have it. Tapped forward. That's Britt Alvers, tries to play it in deep. She can't. Backhanded nicely out to center ice. Cormac O'Brien now. O'Brien across the blue line. Scramble forward at that far faceoff dot. Daniels up off the boards. Nice job by Daniels to play that up off the boards and not into the center of the ice.
We've seen a couple of passes that have accidentally gone through the slot here by both teams, actually.
Whistle for an icing here as we're down to 7:45 left to go.
So far it hasn't costed either team when they've thrown it back out in front, but you never know. It's never the opportunity that you want getting out of the zone.
No, having to turn around and have a defensive zone draw is not what you want, but you're taught to just get the puck up and get it out, right? Like if you're in any danger at all, get the puck out of your zone and live to fight another day, as they say. Sticked aside by Marinak. In the near corner, the Flames have it. Backhanded into the slot, knocked away by Lim. Back to the point, kept in there by Mel. Bounces around, and it's Berger. Tries to play it out and can't. Here comes Lucas Lim now, and he's laid down on by Griffin Gazda out in center ice as the Flames bring it in offsides. Face-off will come in the neutral zone. You can see in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen the experienced official working with that young man. You're going to see a lot of that in these 10 and 12U type games, giving them the experience and teaching them the rules and allowing, I think the thing I like the best about it is the young man is the one making the calls. He's the one who's whistling down the offsides, whistling down the icings. The more experienced officials just sort of telling him where he should be. Walking in now, and another save made by Marinak on Gazda, and a potential breakout for Sklar, but he's not going to have enough. Olivia Mell turns on the Jets.
Really good back check there.
Yeah. I don't think she pushed the nitrous button and caught up to Adam Sklar really quickly. Looked like she was shot out of a cannon on that back check.
Found a little extra something here halfway through this third period, which is hard to do late in the game, especially like we mentioned, playing 2 games in 2 days.
Yeah, for sure.
On the other end, that Zajac shot, just a really nice kick to the stick to keep that puck in front of him, and yet another really nice save.
Yeah, Marinak's been the best player on the ice here for either team, and when your goalie is the best player on the ice for you, that usually gives you a good opportunity to at least be in every game. Cormac O'Brien taking a tour of both the offensive zone and the neutral zone, but it's knocked away, and here comes Park. Park walks in. Park on the forehand, drops it for Schoenberg, and Chelsea Donish has it behind her net. Puts it up to the far boards, kept in at the point by Northbrook for the moment, but that trickles out to center ice and knocking down the Northbrook Scalator was Chelsea Donish, and I think we're going to have a penalty called here, our first penalty of the game.
Yeah, that was just a little too much speed going into the boards there, and I think a couple of players stopped up early.
Yeah, they're going to get Park for it, so maybe a little bit of retaliation there. I'm not really sure. I didn't see what Park did, but I think Park was the one who was knocked down by Chelsea Donish, and he's the one going to the box. So the Flames been dominating this game. They find themselves in a 1-0 hole, but they're going to be a skater up here with just under 6 minutes remaining.
This could be huge for them if they could finally set up in the zone.
Players aren't sure where to go for the draw, but minute 30 on the power play here in the 10U, and Mike, continue your thought.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If they could set up here and they could get that goaltender moving laterally like we talked about, they may just have a chance to put one in on a hot goaltender.
But Bennett Fetterman, who has the only goal of the game, able to get the puck out of the zone here. Lucas Lim just pins it against the near boards, and smartly done by Lucas, just killing that clock. It's into the skates of Addison Bredding. But all the play in the neutral zone so far, nothing doing offensively for the Flames here in the early going. Lim gonna walk in here. Lim, another good back check by Donish. Lim throws it forward, but good back check by the Flames again as Lim was walking in all alone.
Yeah, the Flames have had some really nice back checking going on from both defensemen, and it starts with your defense, but then it has to translate into offense, and that part's just not happening for them just yet.
Maybe here as Britt Alvers tries to walk forward with it, but nope. Nice job by Northbrook, and that'll be offsides. 27 seconds left, so first minute and 3 seconds of this power play has been spent either in the neutral zone or in the Flames defensive zone. Not what you want with that man advantage, but we talked about this last week, is these special teams, especially the power play, is usually the last thing to sort of come around in the season with these teams. So you'll start to see, and in most cases, you'll actually see the team that's shorthanded have more success than the team that's a skater up. Almost feels like the team that's a skater up is sort of playing a little frazzled. You're like, we have a man advantage. We have to get something done here, and they make mistakes that they wouldn't normally make.
And if that seems to be the case here, like it's looking with the pressure on Northbrook's side of things, what you were saying about you thought the penalty might have gone the other way, it might correct itself.
Yeah, it might. It might. The hockey gods are watching, and that'll do it on the power play for the Flames. And Northbrook now with just over 4 minutes trying to hang on. Here comes Park fresh out of the box. Sticked away by Alvers, though. Alvers has it taken right back by Lim. Lim tries to walk through Zajac, can't, and Park goes in ahead of the play for an offsides with 4 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in this one. But a fun 1-0 hockey game. We've seen some good action both sides. Seen some really good goaltending down to our left here in this period and in the first from from Don Marinac. He's made some highlight reel saves, both with the stick and with the glove. He's an equal opportunity robber. That stick and that glove, he's been spectacular. There's a collision in front of the Flames bench.
Both players going in high on that one. Maybe not as focused on the puck, but kind of incidental, so no call there.
Zajac behind the net with Park hounding him. Ooh, that squirts in on Narduli, and Massimo able to get the glove on it. Faceoff will come to his left.
We gave Marinac a lot of credit. Narduli also today has stood tall, only one let up by him, and he's been very alert in that crease as well.
And that was on a 2-0 break too, so you can't really fault the goaltender for that. But Marinac has just been that good. Here comes Park walking in. And again, great back check. Shot in, goes wide. Again, that was number 68, Olivia Mell, with a fantastic back check to get back in there and stop Park from walking in all alone. Mell's done that a handful of times here today. Here comes Zajac now, walking out into the neutral zone, 3.5. Across the red line, and offsides was Noah Dumitz.
Zajac had some speed coming up the wing there. His teammates just have to have a little bit more awareness of where they are, where he's coming from, in order to slow up and let him enter the zone first. Maybe even lag back, be a late man in that slot area, because if Zajac can get a bad angle shot from the corner that may rebound off the pads,
right,
there you go. There's your backdoor pass.
Situational awareness is sort of one of the last things to come when you're kind of learning how to play the game. Walking in now is Donish. Donish finds the stick. The shot in, whistles wide off the stick of Peter Ramos behind the net. Down to 3 minutes. And the net has been moved, and we're going to have a whistle. We are not going to have a whistle. The official's just going to fix the net while the game is still going. The net's crooked. The senior official is able to fix it. And Northbrook able to work it out. Good defense in that kind of high slot area by Northbrook to not let the Flames get anything going down low. Flip forward. Out into the neutral zone and squirts out down to the Northbrook side of things. Bennett Fetterman has it tipped away from him. Fetterman, the lone goal scorer, tapped in his own rebound. Takes it behind the net smartly. I'd like to have seen him just play that up off the boards as two players go down. Kept in at the point. Thought I heard a whistle.
I thought I did too. Shoulder came up high there.
Into the slot. And the shot squirts through. Peter Ramos finally breaks through on Dom Marinac. And I thought I heard a whistle, maybe for an offsides, but play continued, and the puck found its way through onto the stick of Ramos, who just tucked it underneath Marinac to tie this one late in the third.
We talked about those backdoor passes, and that one might not have been as clean as you draw it up, but the puck comes backdoor. The goaltender, Marinac, did have a chance to set back up, but a rebound shot kind of just trickled underneath the glove arm. Sorry, the stick arm and the pads.
Under 2 minutes, and the Flames get it even. Play now in the neutral zone, into the Northbrook zone. Behind the net with it is Anitzberger. Ranger Anitzberger loses it there to O'Brien. O'Brien gets it to Narduli. Sebastian Narduli over in the far corner. Taken there by Sklar. Adam Sklar has it. Up off the boards looking for Daniels. It gets through. Daniels to see if he has the legs. Daniels walks across the blue line, puts the shot in. It's in the pads, and covered up is Massimo Narduli with June Park bearing down on him. I don't think Massimo knew where that puck was.
Yeah, kind of passed the glove and skittered around those pads, as you mentioned, and could have been dangerous with a lot of blue sweaters almost crashing the net right there.
Face off now to the right of Massimo Narduli with 1:09 left to go here in the third period of a 1-1 hockey game, and the Flames have
way too many out there.
7 players on the ice right now. They still have 6, 7 including their goalie. Drop the puck, but gotta wait for the appropriate number of players on the ice, and I think we're there now. 5 to a side. A little bit of confusion in the final minute.
I almost had to get my abacus out.
Kept in at the point by Northbrook. Nice move there by Park. Park tries to skate around, goes skate to stick, backhands it in. Shot in from the point. It's in the blue paint, and it's covered up by Narduli as Adam Sklar was right there looking for the backhand, but Massimo Narduli coming up big here in the last couple of minutes for his team.
That was a huge shot coming from the point in a really dangerous situation. Zajak's skate just stops that puck pretty much dead to rights in the lower slot area.
Back to the point. Park has it, puts the shot in, and Narduli makes another save. So Northbrook's finding something here a little bit late in this game, getting the puck back to that high slot area and just trying to get it through some bodies in on goal, and a couple of really good opportunities here in the last minute. Back to the point again.
Here.
Park again, this time not able to get a lot on it. Here comes Zajac now with some speed up along the near boards, over skates it. It's into the Northbrook zone. That's Dummitz. Dummitz behind the net. Into the net, and now we get a whistle with 30 seconds left as the net is sideways. Yeah, they don't...
yeah, that one's not as easily corrected just by the third official there.
Yeah, they won't post the nets here in the 10Us. They don't want those kids crashing into the post or into the crossbar. So it's just sitting on the ice, so it's easy to come. Well, I guess technically it's loose already. It's easy to knock it out of position.
Those nets are heavier than they look typically, so.
But they're on ice.
Could be a little dangerous if they were pegged in.
Yeah.
But yes, on ice.
On ice, so they move easily, which is what we want. Down to 25 seconds left. So game 2 will start at 11:30. Mike and I will go outside and get warm, and then we'll be back for the 12Us. That'll be the Northwest Chargers. It's Dummitz behind the net, and the 12U Flames. Dummitz tries for a last-second wraparound. Northbrook walks forward. Here comes Park. Park tries looking for Fetterman. Here comes Park with 5 seconds. Park walks in. Park shot just wide of the near post as time expires. Park and Fetterman walking in 2-0, and Park decided to take the shot. It goes wide, and we end in a 1-1 tie. Bennett Fetterman for the Blue Hawks. Peter Ramos with the late third period goal for the Flames. And this ends in a 1-1 tie. Mike, any final thoughts for game 1?
Well, it may have been a 1-1 tie, but the Flames just swarmed Narduli like they had won the game on that last-second desperation save. Exciting down to the very last whistle there.
Yeah, this was a fun game. We saw some good hockey. It was a 1-1 tie. Mike and I will be back in about an hour and a half for the 12Us as the Flames will play host to the Northwest Chargers. For Mike Napolitano, my name's Aaron Shellen. We'll talk to you in about 90 minutes for Game 2 of the Nihil Game of the Week.